Hi, යාළුවනේ මම අද ඩිස්කස් කරන්නේ strategic financial management වල leverage and risk analysis lesson එකේ 2019 pass paper එක. Question number 1, question number 5 and question number 6. Okay, let's move to the question. Question number 1, part 3. You have been given the following operating data on X Limited and Y Limited. There is a table. Part A, you are required to determine the degree of operating leverage of X Limited and Y Limited. B, which company has the greater amounts of operating risk? Y. First one, you are required to determine the degree of operating leverage of X Limited and Y Limited. There is a table. They have been given sales, fixed cost, variable cost. X Limited එකේ sales තියෙනවා 1250ක්, fixed cost 375යි, variable cost 50% from sales. Sales වලට 150ක්ම variable cost එක. Y Limited sales 1500යි, fixed cost 500යි, variable cost 25% from sales. Variable cost එක Y Limited එකේ sales වලට 125යි. අපිට හොයන්න කියලා තියෙන්නේ the degree of operating leverage. X Limited එකේ Y Limited එකේ the degree of operating leverage තමයි අපිට calculate කරන්න කියලා තියෙන්නේ. Okay. These are the formulas to calculate the degree of operating leverage. These are the formulas. Using one of these formulas, let's calculate the degree of operating leverage. Okay, before that, let me to explain what is operating leverage. Operating leverage measures the degree to which a firm or project can increase operating income by increasing revenue. Operating leverage වලින් කරන්නේ project එකක හරි company එකක හරි ආදායම එහෙමත් නැත්නම් අපේ sales වැඩි කිරීමේ මෙහියුම් ආදායම වැඩි කළ හැකි ප්‍රමාණය මැන බලන එක තමයි degree of operating leverage වලින් කරන්නේ. Okay, now let's see the answer. Our question is calculate the degree of operating leverage of X Limited and Y Limited. Okay. අපි ඉස්සරලාම මේ table එක copy කරගන්න ඕනේ අපේ answer එකට. X Limited එකේ sales, fixed cost, variable cost, Y Limited එකේ sales, fixed cost, variable cost. X Limited එකේ sales 1250යි, fixed cost 375යි, variable cost එක 625යි. අපි variable cost එක බැලුවේ sales වලට 150ක්. Question එකේ X Limited වල variable cost එක අපි calculate කරන්නේ sales වලට 150ක්. Y Limited එකේ අපි variable cost එක බලන්නේ sales වලට 125ක්. අපි මේ formula එක use කරලා තමයි degree of operating leverage එක calculate කරන්නේ. Sales minus variable cost divided by EBIT. EBIT means earning before interest and tax. Earning before interest and tax. EBIT calculate කරන්නේ මේ formula එකේ. Sales minus variable cost plus fixed cost. එහෙමත් නැත්නම් sales minus total cost. X Limited එකේ sales තියෙනවා 1250යි, variable cost එක 625යි, fixed cost එක 375යි. 1250 minus 1000. X Limited එකේ EBIT එහෙමත් නැත්නම් earning before interest and tax එනවා 250. 250යි. Y Limited එකේ sales 1500යි, variable cost 375යි, fixed cost 500. sales වලින් variable cost එකයි fixed cost එකයි අඩු කරපුවාම තමයි අපිට EBIT earning before interest and tax එන්නේ. Y limited එකේ EBIT 625යි. අපි calculate කරන්නේ degree of operating leverage. Sales minus variable cost divided by EBIT. X limited එකේ sales 1250යි variable cost එක 625යි. අපි divide කරන්නේ EBIT earning before interest and tax වලින් 250යි. X limited එකේ degree of leverage අපිට එනවා operating leverage එනවා 2.5. 2.5. Y limited එකේ sales 1500යි variable cost එක 375යි divide කරන්නේ EBIT. Y limited එකේ EBIT earning before interest and tax 625යි. අපි divide කරන්නේ 625යි. Y limited එකේ degree of operating leverage එනවා 1.8. 1.8. Question number 5. Question number 1, part B. Which company has the greater amounts of operating risk? Why? B. Our question is, which company has the greater amount of operating risk? Why? Our answer is, X Limited has greater risk. X Limited එකේ degree of operating leverage එක Y එකට වඩා වැඩි. Y Limited එකේ degree of operating leverage 1.8. X Limited එකේ degree of operating leverage 2.5. So, X Limited has greater risk as its degree of operating leverage is higher than Y Limited. Okay, now let's move to the 5th question. Question number 5. First one, list out 3 commonly used measures of financial leverage. List out 3 commonly used measures of financial leverage. Answer. Question number 5, part 1. First one is debt ratio. Second one, debt equity ratio. Third one, interest coverage. Debt ratio means the ratio of debt to total capital. Debt equity ratio means the ratio of debt to equity. Third one, interest coverage. The ratio of net operating income to interest charges. Okay, now let's move to the second part of this question. Second part. X Limited and Y Limited are 2 identical companies. X Limited සහ Y Limited කියලා කියන්නේ එක සමාන company දෙකක්. Both of them have an average selling price of ₹20 per unit. එක unit එකක් sales කරන්නේ ₹20කට. මේ companies දෙකම. Its variable cost per unit and fixed cost are ₹14 and ₹340,000. Variable cost එක unit එකකට ₹14,000යි. Fixed cost එක 3,40,000යි. They pay 35% tax on its income. Tax rate එක 35%. 70,000 units of sales are there for both the firm. Sales unit ගාන 70,000යි. X Limited finance all its assets by equity funds. X Limited එකේ තියෙන්නේ equity capital එක විතරයිද. Y Limited finance its assets 50% by equity and 50% by debt. Y Limited එකේ equity capital එක වගේම debt capital එකක් තියෙනවා. 50-50. 50% equity capital එක, 50% debt capital එක. The interest on which amounts to rupees 40,000. Debt capital එකේ interest amount එක 40,000. X Limited, a well-established firm, and it is considering to purchase of one of these two companies. X Limited company එක Y Limited එක හරි X Limited company එක හරි purchase කරනවලු. Top management of Z Limited wishes to buy a company which has lower degree of business risk. Z Limited එකේ top management එක බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ lower degree of business risk, operating risk. X Limited එකේ top management එක බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ degree of operating risk එක අඩු company එක, lower degree of business risk අඩු company එක purchase කරන්නලු. අපේ part A එකෙන් අපෙන් අහන්නේ the financial consultant has mentioned that if Z Limited wish to purchase a company which has a lower degree of business risk, they can purchase any of from X Limited and Y Limited. Financial consultant has mentioned that if Z Limited wish to purchase a company which has a lower degree of business risk. අඩුම degree of business risk එකක් තියෙන company එක purchase කරනවා නම් X Limited and Y Limited. X Limited එක හරි Y Limited එක හරි purchase කරන්නලු. Because business risk is same in X Limited and Y Limited. X Limited එකේ Y Limited එකේ දෙකේම business risk එක සමානයිලු. Do you agree with the consultant suggestions? Why? Consultant ගේ suggestion එකට අපි එකඟයිද කියලා අහනවා. අපි එකඟයිද නැද්ද කියලා කියන්න අපි business risk එක මේ companies දෙකේම සමානයිද කියලා බලමු. X Limited, Y Limited. Sales. අපේ company එකේ sales තියෙනවා sales unit 70 units. 70 units තියෙනවා. Sales unit. එක unit එකක් අපි sales කරන්නේ 20 rupees. 70,000 units multiply 20 rupees. X Limited එකේ sales තියෙනවා 1,14,000. Variable cost. Variable cost එක තියෙනවා 9,80,000. Variable cost එක unit එක රුපියල් 14යි. Units 70,000යි. 70,000 වැඩි කිරීම 14 9,80,000යි. X Limited එකේ fixed cost එක 3,40,000යි. Degree of operating leverage. Degree of operating leverage එක අපි calculate කරන්නේ sales minus variable cost. Sales minus variable cost divided by EBIT or earning before interest and tax. Interest and tax. Earning before interest and tax. අපි calculate කරන්නේ sales minus variable cost plus fixed cost. X Limited එකේ EBIT 80,000යි. Sales 1,14,000. Variable cost එක 9,80,000යි. X Limited එකේ degree of operating leverage එහෙමත් නැත්නම් business risk එක අපිට එනවා 5.25 කියලා. In Y Limited sales ලක්ෂ 14යි. variable cost එක 9,80,000යි. earning before interest and tax EBIT එක 80,000යි. X limited එකේ Y limited එකේ අපේ question එකේ දීලා තියෙන තොරතුරු සමානයි. X limited එකේ Y limited එකේ අපිට question එකේ දීලා තියෙන තොරතුරු සමාන නිසා degree of operating leverage companies දෙකේම සමානයි. ඒ නිසා අපි question එකෙන් අහන්නේ consultant ලාගේ suggestion එකට අපි agree වෙනවද කියලානේ. ඔව් agree වෙනවා. Why? Yes, agree with the consultant because degree of operating leverage is equal in both companies. Companies දෙකේම degree of operating leverage is same. ඒ නිසා අපි consultant ගේ suggestion එකට අපි agree වෙනවා. Okay, next part B. Part B, because of the consultant suggestions, X Limited has decided to purchase the company which has lower degree of total risk. So, in this scenario, which company should be purchased by Z Limited by? Then balanne total degree of risk. Degree of total risk. Degree of total risk කියලා කියන්නේ degree of combined leverage. Degree of combined leverage. ඒ කියන්නේ degree of operating leverage එකයි degree of financial leverage එකයි දෙකේ එකතුව. එතකොට degree of combined leverage calculate කරන්නේ මේ formula එකේ. Degree of operating leverage multiply by degree of financial leverage. Degree of financial leverage. Degree of financial leverage calculate කරන්නේ මේ formula එකේ. Earning before interest and tax divide කරනවා earning before interest and tax minus interest. X limited එකේ EBIT 80,000යි. EBIT 80,000යි interest එක 0. X limited එකේ interest එක 0 වෙන්නේ අපිට question එකේ කියනවා X limited finance all its assets by equity capital, equity fund. X limited එකේ තියෙන්නේ equity capital එක විතරයි. debt capital එකක් නැති නිසායි interest එක 0 වෙන්නේ. Degree of financial leverage in X limited is 1. Y limited. Y limited එකේ EBIT තියෙනවා 80,000ක්. EBIT 80,000යි interest එක 40,000. Interest is 40,000. අපිට question එකේ කියනවා Y limited finance its assets 50% by equity and 50% by debt. The interest on which amount to rupees 40,000. Y limited එකේ 50% equity capital එක 50% debt capital එක. Debt capital එකක් තියෙනවනේ Y limited එකේ. ඒ නිසා තමයි interest එක 40,000. Interest is 40,000. Y limited එකේ degree of financial leverage එක එනවා 2 කියලා. අපෙන් question එකෙන් අහන්නේ Z Limited has decided to purchase the company which has lower degree of total risk. Total risk එක. Total risk කියලා කියන්නේ degree of combined leverage. X Limited එකේ degree of combined leverage. Degree of combined leverage අපි හොයන්නේ degree of operating leverage multiply by degree of financial leverage. X Limited එකේ degree of operating leverage තියෙනවා 5.25. Financial leverage is 1. 5.25 multiply 1, answer is 5.25. X limited degree of combined leverage is 5.25. Y limited Y limited එකේ degree of operating leverage 5.25, degree of financial leverage is 2. So degree of combined leverage in Y limited is 10.5. Degree of combined leverage of X limited is less than Y limited. Therefore, Z limited should purchase X limited because X has less risk. X limited එකේ degree of combined leverage එක Y limited එකේ combined leverage එකට වඩා අඩු නිසා Z limited should purchase X limited because it has less risk. Okay, let's move to the part 3. Briefly explain the rationale of indifference point. Briefly explain the rationale of indifference point. Indifference point or level is that EBIT, earning before interest and tax level at which the earning per share is the same for two alternative financial plans. The indifference point can be defined as the level of EBIT beyond which the benefits of financial leverage begin to operate with respect to earning per share. Okay, next part 4. Assume that your company is considering a new project which requires a capital investment. Rupees 300,000. The funds can be raised either through the sales of equity, shares or borrowed from financial institutions. Interest on term loan is 50% and tax rate is 35%. According to the policy of the financial institutions, you have to maintain 2:1 debt to equity ratio in case of having a term loan. Based on these details, finance manager has developed following plans. Plan 1, issue 300,000 ordinary shares. Plan 2, issue 200,000 ordinary shares and obtain a term loan of rupees 100,000. You are required to compute the indifference point of these two financial plans. Indifference point එක calculate කරන්නලු. You are required to compute the indifference point of these two financial plans. මේ financial plans දෙකට indifference point එක calculate කරන්නලු. Option 1 and option 2. Plan 1, plan 2. Plan 1 එකේ equity capital එක. Plan 1 එකේ equity capital එක 300,000. Equity capital එක 300,000. Debt capital එකක් නැහැ plan 1 වල. Interest එක 50%, tax rate 35%, debt to equity ratio no. Plan 2 වල equity capital එක ලක්ෂ 2යි. Debt capital එක ලක්ෂයයි. Interest එක 15%. Interest on term loan is 15% and tax rate is 35%. 2:1 debt to equity ratio. අපි indifference point එක calculate කරන්නේ මේ formula එකෙන්. X minus interest amount 1 minus tax rate minus preference dividend divide by equity capital. X minus interest rate 1 minus tax minus preference dividend in option 1 or plan 1. Plan 2 x minus interest rate 1 minus tax rate minus preference dividends divide by equity capital. X minus 0. Interest මේ equity capital එකක් නැහැනේ plan 1 වල. එතකොට interest amount එක 0. 1 minus 0.35. Tax rate එක 35% minus 0. 0 mean preference dividends. Preference dividend එකක් නැති නිසා preference dividends 0. divide by equity capital. Plan 1 වල equity capital එක ලක්ෂ 3යි. In plan 2, x minus 15,000. Interest rate එක 15% නේ. Debt capital එක ලක්ෂයයි. Debt capital එකට interest එක 15,000. 100,000 multiply interest rate, interest amount එක 15,000. Bracket 1 minus 0.35. 0.35 means tax rate එක. මේ formula එක use කරලා තමයි අපි indifference point එක calculate කරන්නේ. Indifference point is rupees 45,000. Sixth question. Sixth question is briefly explain a motive for financial leverage. Briefly explain a motive for financial leverage. Let's see the answer. Motive of financial leverage. Motive of financial leverage is to increase the return to equity holder of the firm. Motive of financial leverage is to increase the return to equity holders of the firm. Okay, friends.